Hello BookTube, hello Tudorverse. I have a book haul today, a Tudor-Adjacent book haul. I volunteer at my local library's used bookstore, so I have a chance to grab stuff very quickly before anyone else does, and at least on the days that I'm there, and quite frankly, a lot of people do know about my obsession and they will save the good stuff for me. So I do have things that are very close to Tudor. First being Catherine de' Medici. This was originally written by Jean Heritier. It was translated by Charlotte Haldane. I find Catherine de' Medici fascinating. She was the niece of the Pope who married Henry II of France. And there is an entire story about her early years of marriage, as between her, the rivalry between her and Diane de Poitiers, and but my real interest is, quite frankly, to compare and contrast her exercise of power as opposed to Elizabeth's. Both women were on the throne at largely the same time. Catherine de' Medici was ruling in her sons' names, and Elizabeth was ruling in her own right. So Catherine had a much more traditional way of exercising power than Elizabeth did, and that both helped her and constrained her at certain times, and that really is where a lot of the interest comes from. Now, I have had for a while this other book on my to-be-read pile. It's been there for a while, and stuff keeps on getting slipped in on top of it. It's Young Queens, The Intertwined Life of Catherine de' Medici, Elizabeth de Valois, and Mary Queen of Scots. And Catherine de' Medici, like straight up, Catherine is probably going to be another thing that gets ahead of this. Mainly because, yeah, I get it, Elizabeth de Valois, Mary Queen of Scots, kind of takes it further away from what I really want to do, which is look at Catherine versus Elizabeth in my own mind. So we're moving things around basically there. Next up, I got, and this goes a little bit further away from the Tudor era, but at least we kind of stay in England, which is Eleanor of Aquitaine by Alison Weir. You gotta love Alison Weir's nonfiction. I definitely do. Few people can beat her when she's on, and so this is always something to have. While we're in definitely much earlier times, A Distant Mirror by Barbara Tuchman. This was part of the Steve Tiberius Donahue book club a few years ago, and I very much enjoyed it. The way they, I appreciated the way they followed a single family through the century, because that really allowed you to see how things changed and the different considerations. It was a little bit heavy on the battles for my own personal tastes, but then again, that's what this century was all about. So, you know, what did I expect? But I'm really happy to have it on the shelves. It's really well done and just important. And while we're back there, Tristan and Iseult, this was the one that was retold by Joseph Bedier and translated by Hilaire Beloc. And this is often called the origin of the courtly love tradition, even though it doesn't follow the rules of courtly love, for a bunch of reasons. First of all, because there was a magic potion involved. Second, because there was consummation involved. So it is the foundation of courtly love, but it's not really courtly love. So it has a number of the elements, but not all of them. So even so, it is something that I did not have on my shelves, and now I do. Finally, we're not talking Tudor adjacent, we're not talking anywhere adjacent, but it is a really cool thing. It is Merriam-Webster's Encyclopedia of Literature. And the fun thing about this one, despite the fact that it's this big heavy thing, you can look up not only authors, but also books and main characters. You can actually look up the characters and get an entry on them. So this is, I don't know, I'm going to be having fun just going through a lot of these and just seeing who's in there. And so that is my haul. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to, which is make a lot of noise and hold them all up. And it would be a lot easier to do without that big encyclopedia of literature, but here we go. This was a good day at the bookstore. So very good experience for Thursday. Have a good one.